I want you to imagine something for a moment. Imagine standing tall, with your shoulders back, feeling grounded in who you are, knowing you don't have to chase, explain, or beg for someone to see your worth. Imagine the peace of mind that comes when you no longer check your phone every 5 minutes, hoping for a message that may never come. Imagine freedom from that anxious knot in your stomach. Now, I know how hard it feels right now. The silence is heavy. The loneliness creeps in. The urge to reach out, to explain yourself, to pour out your heart. It feels almost unbearable. But I want to remind you, that urge isn't your truth. That urge is your pain talking. And the most powerful thing you can do in this season is to resist it. Because here's the reality. Every time you reach out, every time you try to make them see your pain, you give your power away. You hand them the pen and you let them keep writing the story. But the moment you stop, when you choose silence instead of chasing, you take that pen back. You start writing the story of your healing, your dignity, and your future. No contact is not about punishing them. It's about protecting you. It's about saying, I am worth more than begging for attention. It's about giving yourself the space to grieve properly, to heal, and to rediscover the person you were before this relationship consumed you. When you stop reaching out, you break the cycle of rejection and disappointment. You stop reopening the wound, and in that silence, your nervous system begins to calm. The fog starts to lift. Slowly but surely, you find your strength again. And here's the most beautiful part. Every day you don't contact them, you prove to yourself that you can survive without them, that your happiness was never dependent on their validation. Now let's talk about the other side of this, because deep down, I know part of you is wondering, but if I don't reach out, will they forget me? The truth is the exact opposite. Silence is louder than any words you could say. When someone expects you to chase, when they expect you to explain, and instead you give them nothing, they feel it. Your silence creates space. That space makes them wonder. It makes them question. It makes them ask themselves, did I underestimate them? Did I take them for granted? Why aren't they reaching out? And listen closely. This is the only way you make someone miss you again. Not by over-explaining, not by flooding them with your feelings, not by begging for closure. Those things only push them further away. The only thing that sparks curiosity, regret, or longing in another person is your absence. But here's the hard part. The silence isn't easy. In fact, it's going to feel unbearable at times. You'll have nights where loneliness feels like it's crushing you. You'll look at your phone, you'll type a message, and every cell in your body will scream. Just send it. Just let them know you're thinking of them. But that moment right there, that moment is the battle. That's the test. And when you choose to hold the line, when you put the phone down and breathe through the urge, you grow stronger. You train your mind to value yourself over temporary relief. And each time you do it, it gets easier. Because let me tell you something. Reaching out might give you 5 minutes of relief, but it will cost you weeks of progress. It resets the clock. It tells the other person, you still have me. You can still have my attention whenever you want it. And that is not the message you want to send. The message you want to send is this. I respect myself. I am moving forward. If you want me in your life, it's going to take effort from your side. That's what no contact communicates without a single word. It's strength and dignity. In its truest form, it actually is self-love in action. And here's what's really powerful. As you gracefully keep your silence, something shifts inside of you. You stop waiting for them to notice. You stop checking for their messages. You start focusing on your own life again, your friends, your passions, your goals. And before you know it, you've built a life so full and rich that even if they did come back, you're in a position to decide, do I even want this anymore? Others who have done this are surprised to find that the answer is often, no, I do not, even though it might be hard to see right now. So I want you to remember this every time the loneliness hits. Silence is not weakness. Silence is power. Silence is your greatest ally right now. By not reaching out, you give them the only chance they'll ever have to truly miss you. By not reaching out, you give yourself the only chance you'll ever have to heal completely. And here's the truth. The people who are meant to be in your life will feel that absence, they will miss you, and they will find their way back without you forcing it. And if they don't, that's your answer. You were never meant to shrink yourself to fit into their world anyway. So stay strong, stay silent, hold your head high, because every day you stick to no contact, you're not just surviving this breakup. You're proving to yourself that you are unshakable, resilient, and worthy of a love that doesn't require you to beg for it. This is your moment, this is your power, and I promise you, if you stick to no contact, you will come out of this stronger, freer, and more radiant than ever before.